What is up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. What is going on? I hope that your day has been awesome. My day's been okay, but it's a lot better now since I'm here with you all today. Been looking forward to this conversation for quite a while with Mr. Travis White. Uh, give some time for people to come in here and get settled in. And I think we're going to have a really great conversation. Michael Forte is already here. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Yates's here. Yatesy, what's up, man? I always pronounce your name wrong. I'm sorry, dude. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope all is well. Medic is here. The two big dogs fixing to go. I don't know if I'm a big dog, big in stature, I guess, but Craig is here. What's up, Craig? How you doing, man? Hope all is good, sir. James is here. What's up, James? How you doing, man? All right, yeah, we're gonna bring Travis in here any moment. Mr. Mike Newland is here. What is up, Mike? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope all is well. Mr. Chad Harmon's here. How you doing, Chad? Mr. Dim is here. How's it going, sir? Hope all is well. I have my knee pads ready. All right, yeah. Dim's got them. Dim's got the knee pads on. Those are auto ordered by now from Amazon. They just come every month for the new set. So here we go, man. Gluck. Evening, all. Mr. Ninja's here. What's up, Ninja? How you doing, man? Yankee Man's here. What is up, dude? Travis White on the generational collab run lately. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So this has kind of been in the works for a little while. So we are a minute in. There's already 25 people here already. So this is amazing. I don't want to make Travis wait too long here. So give another few seconds here. We have a lot to talk about, and the time is going to fly by like it never happened. So what is up, Double? How you doing, man? Hope all is good. Well, without further ado, I'm going to bring in the star of the show. Discovered him a few months back and really been intrigued. And I'm just going to stop talking, bring him in. I'll continue that thought here in a minute. But here is none other than Mr. Travis White.
Hey, man.
What is up, dude?
Let's see. I might be small. Oh, there we go.
There we go. I had to fix you, man. I had to fix you. What's up, man? How's it going?
No, happy to be here, man. I'm really excited, and it looks like we already have a lot of familiar faces in the
we do.
In the
yes,
audience.
We do.
Dim, Mike.
Yep, Dim, Mike, Double's here, Ninja's here. Like all the usual suspects are here. So, all of the other credit card degenerates are here. So, So like I was saying, man, it's like, I discovered you several months back. I think the story goes, I had no idea you watched my content. And then one live, you made a couple comments and I'm like, oh, okay. Who's this? I'm like, Travis White. Okay. Cause I didn't know who you were at the time. And I'm like, oh, Travis. And then something came up about you being a creator. So then I'm like, huh, okay. So afterwards I went and looked for your channel. I'm like, oh, okay. That's Travis. Okay. Because I had seen you before, I just didn't know who you were. So, and then going back to like late March, early April, Travis and I have been communicating via email, and we've been trying to figure out a time to make this work. And so our timing with Travis was traveling, and then I was traveling, and our timing was just off. And then finally, the stars have aligned and everything. And we decided that we were doing this tonight, and I've been looking forward to this conversation for quite a while. So Travis, I'm super glad you're here, man.
No, me too. And I will say, I'm a lurker. I watch a ton of creators. I think that maybe if you're just a viewer and you don't make content, you kind of assume that a lot of like creators might not watch each other necessarily. I think that I don't feel like John, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm alone in saying that, like, I watch a lot of other creators' content. I don't know if you do.
You're not wrong. Nope.
Yeah. It's like we watch a lot of each other's content, and frankly, it's funny. I can't remember who it was. Yankee something said Travis White on a generational collab run lately. Dude, the truth is, I wanted to do lives for a very long time, but I am like horribly dyslexic. So the idea of reading comments live, like on camera, made me very nervous for a while. And finally, once I did it, I realized I realized that people are not super judgmental when I, struggle. People don't make fun. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I've gone kind of all out. It was, I guess it was like pent up plans are all happening at the same time.
So something I've had to deal with forever in my life is, and doing YouTube has helped with it because
Mhm.
it's made me think about it. And that is, when I get excited, I tend to talk fast.
Mhm.
I just blow through words. So doing this has actually been positive in a lot of ways, but one way it's made me stop and slow down and think about what I'm saying and
Mhm.
trying to enunciate. Now, sometimes I get a little bit excited and I start the whole fast talk thing, but it's made me really focus on speaking correctly, slowing down, that kind of thing. So something I think sounds like very similar. So
Yeah, for me, it's funny, dude. I'm a fast talker almost always. Actually, I was just meeting with Mike. He can tell you. I'm a fast talker in general. It's just it's the reading part that I was always
yep.
I was intimidated by that.
And when it comes to reading, my brain is moving faster than my mouth is moving. So it's like I tend to
Yeah,
read
yeah.
fast, and that's when I have to catch myself because I tend to read too fast. And
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
um
Unfortunately, reading too fast is not a problem of mine.
Josh says, "Do you get Travis those PP restaurants? Come on, man. Come on,
Yep, yep.
Travis." There's a Mike, Miguel. Yeah, Miguel, Mike, Stinky Monkey Baby's in the house. What's up, Stinky? How you doing, man? That's the best name
The
on
best
YouTube, man.
name on the internet, man.
We've been promoted to degenerates. Yes, yes, we are degenerates. Woohoo! How much does John charge for the clap?
That's a good question, man. He hasn't told me. He's one of those sleazy salesmen. He doesn't tell me until the end.
That'll be $1,000. No,
Yeah.
100,000 in MR points, please. What's up, Calder from Niles, Michigan? Wow, man. Okay, where I was. Oh man, that's where you got stranded at. Okay, I didn't know that. I know you talked about it in Joe's live last night a little bit. Nerikin's here. What's up, Nerikin? How you doing, man? Medic.
So, man.
Definitely got a lot of respect for Travis. I could never really travel the way he does. I don't think my guys could handle. Yeah. So
1,000%.
so that gets into. Okay, so Travis's channel is like double the size of mine. Okay. So I can't imagine anybody that's watching now or anybody that happens to watch this on the replay doesn't know who Travis already is. But just in case, Travis, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and just kind of a little bit of a background, man.
Yeah, man. Let me think about how to approach that. So my name's Travis. My background, I actually started on YouTube talking about personal finance, investing, and that's a lot of my like professional background. I could get to that at some point if anybody was interested. But I actually quit. I got burnt out on YouTube. I couldn't do the editing, and frankly, I've gone in the complete. Anybody who's familiar with my channel, I've gone in the completely opposite direction now. I do very little editing. And as a result, it's been more sustainable, and I have zero regrets about that. But as a result, the reason that I really started my channel, because as everybody else that is watching, like I was just an avid consumer of this sort of content. But when specifically, actually, the BILT Palladium, the BILT 2.0 cards came out, I was looking up, and I think that there was like a very strong emotional reaction to all the f ups that BILT was doing, and there's many of them, and they continue to happen, and they will continue to happen. But I remembered looking up, and almost no one was speaking positively about the new iteration, and I'm like sitting there thinking, like, guys, like, do the math. This was before the whole 3.3 thing was really taught. I don't think that people had kind of like put two and two together, and I had done the math in my head, and I'm thinking, like, how is no one talking about this? So I hopped on, and basically I just like talked to the camera. And ironically enough, that was the highest grossing of views of any of my videos I've
Yeah.
posted
Yeah.
since starting till now, meaning I peaked in high school, basically. Is it, but I hopped on, I wanted to talk about BILT, and as I hopped back into it, I realized, because like, I was just talking to a camera, I wasn't doing a ton of editing, and I realized, like, oh, you know what, like, I think some people hated my take, but some people appreciated it, and as a result, I decided I was going to keep doing it. And yeah, the rest is history. And I will say, this is a much more plugged in and connected niche on YouTube than I had expected. Prime example, John, I don't know if I told you this. I didn't even know that there was like a meetup that happened within this group. I had no idea that the thing in Charleston was going to happen. And ironically enough, I booked a trip during that time, so I'm not going to make it. Otherwise, I would have gone. But hopefully that generally answers the question of, background and who I am.
Yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. Like I said, I just stumbled upon you. I think, like I said, it was your comments, and I'm like, Travis, what? I'm like, I've never seen you before. Then, like I said, it come up that you were a creator. I'm like, huh, really? I didn't know that. Because, like I said, I still stumble across, even though this is a tiny niche, I come across people that I've never heard of before.
Me too.
They'll pop up in the feed. I'm like, who's that? And it's like, but I know that YouTube is such a gigantic reservoir and repository of content, and whatnot. So it's not surprising, but it's like, you think it's small, but it's like, and is it really, So
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's such a good point. No, you're totally right. I retract my statement there. Like, even now, I will like look up a certain topic or something like that, and there will be like a random credit card podcast that I've never heard of talking about it. Yeah, 100%.
What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? Two of my favorite creators. I am honored to be on that list, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Good to see you.
Greyhound affiliate on board.
So Mike, Matt,
Nice.
He's also another guy in the community, and then Spencer. We all met up because we're all based out of Austin, and I cannot say nicer things about that group. Yeah.
Thank you, Vincent, for the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate it, and thank you for making Travis welcome, man. Very kind, sir. And also, I'll go back up to comments here. I just want to make sure I don't forget people. Thank you, Benjamin, for your $2 super chat, man. I appreciate it. Have a great night at dinner, man. And yeah, man, watch when you can. It's all good.
Yeah,
all good. But I appreciate your time. Thank you. Travis, did you see the Spider-Man movie at the Alamo Cinema?
Dude, it's so fun. Wait, how? I guess because of the hat. Yeah, that's it. So I tell everybody I am an Alamo Drafthouse fiend. Like literally every Friday I'm watching a movie. Stinky Monkey, the honest truth is, if the movie doesn't scar me emotionally, I'm probably not interested. I love my horror movies. I love my thrillers. Obsession was like my recent obsession. No, I didn't see Spider-Man. I'm going to be honest.
Man. Yep. Interesting. Yeah. I don't. So Stinky Monkey, why didn't you ask me if I watched that movie, man? Come on now. No.
Are you a Spider-Man guy? Or are you a Marvel guy?
I'm a Superman guy. Superman's my guy.
What did you think about the most recent one?
Something I have held off on watching a lot of movies over the last decade. Over the last decade. And the reason being is because, do I want to watch a rehash of a rehash of a rehash of a rehash of a rehash 17 times? And I'm not that person. And I'm older guy. I'm an older dude, but in my mind, Superman is Christopher Reeve. Nobody will ever be better than Christopher Reeve. I think Henry Cavill was really good. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. Yeah. He's right up there. He's like, it's like 1 and 1A. He's like right there. But I don't want to watch the same thing 17 times. And that's where I would rather create content than watch something that I've seen already 12 times. That's just how I am. And I know I'm weird in that way, but that's just how I feel about it.
And I've gotten to the point where that's kind of how I feel about most Marvel movies. Like, no offense to any, I know that probably 70% of the people that are watching right now love their Marvel. So I'm not trashing Marvel. It just feels like at this point I am super anything out at this point.
Travis's video yesterday was about US Bank was a good one. It's funny you brought that up because Travis and I were talking before the stream a little bit. And I'm like, I was going to do a video about the US bar as well, or US bar, not just US Bank, but I had to work late, so I didn't have time. So I guess that'll be Friday, but yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. Do you have the US bar, Travis?
I don't. I have no US Bank cards, and even though I've considered getting the Connect card, And keep in mind, that is, for me to consider a card that doesn't have transferable points and miles is like an impossibility. Meaning that is how good I think that US Bank Connect card is, especially
It's a solid card.
and I know that you're a business class traveler. You probably have many cards that have priority pass and stuff like that. But this is coming from somebody who definitely comes at it from like the more penny pinching point of view, and I view that Connect card as like the poor man's luxury card, essentially.
Yeah.
But the answer is no. I have no US Bank cards, but as soon as the reserve, like the transfer partners came on the scene, now all of a sudden I'm thinking like, if that Connect card gets access to transfer partners, a free card, 4x on all travel, flights, hotels, that has access to, and I realize that it is a limited list, but even like Flying Blue, that's a very good transfer partner. Dude, for me, that would be a no-brainer. Yeah.
So I know it was kind of dissed. I know it's been kind of dissed, and I'm going to talk about it more in my video that I'm going to do on Friday. But yeah, it's a limited number. Okay, fine. We expected that. Wells Fargo was also limited. I never expected Wells Fargo or US Bank to come out with a list of 20 transfer partners. Like, that's unreasonable to expect. Anybody who expected that, I'll just leave it there. But but I will say that right now they've covered all the alliances.
They did.
I mean, Star, SkyTeam, and One World are all covered. So Air France for SkyTeam.
Yep.
I think Ethiopian is Star. I think
it's Star Alliance,
and Qantas is One World.
But the only thing is, dude, I think as far as the Star Alliance, I know that technically, like again, respect. I think that, which by the way, dude, as we go through, when I say things that you disagree with, you let me know. And
that's okay. It's all right,
and one thing that I think that Frequent Miler brought up in that article where, for example, with the Ethiopian Airlines one, they will report on, hey, reportedly there's a sweet spot in XYZ areas.
Yep.
The problem is, like, until you hop in, you don't really know the truth. And ironically enough, I showed it in the video. I hopped into Ethiopian Airlines. I couldn't even set up my account.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. And frankly, I've experienced that before. There are some workarounds you have to call and all that stuff. But
yeah,
for that reason, I don't know if it necessarily covers Star Alliance, just because I think that Ethiopian's website is so bad. But it'll be interesting to see if we can get around that and, how that turns out in the long run. But yeah, we'll see.
Before we go any further, Mr. Coder, thank you for the 10 gifted subs to the channel, man. I appreciate you, man. It's all
Coder is an MVP.
That's all I can say is thank you, man. I don't know what else to say other than show you my appreciation. So I appreciate the support, man. Thank you. Very kind. If you got one from Coder just now, thank him. Or if you're watching the replay later and you got one, please make sure you thank Coder, because it doesn't go unnoticed. It does not go unnoticed, and it is very much appreciated. So, I'm trying to get some caught up here on some. I know we're way behind already, so I've been watching Travis since his first credit card videos. Nice, man. That goes back a little bit,
dude. That's awesome. Surprised you're not sick of me by now.
I haven't seen much of your content yet, but I have much value content than fancy edits, etc. So that's why Yatesy likes me, because I don't edit at all. I'm just like, this is raw, John. This is what you're getting. So yeah, it is what it is. Flex says, do you folks think the Obsidian doesn't get nearly as much love as the Palladium because it does not come with a sub, given what counts as groceries and Obsidian? Yeah.
I think that what is your take on that?
I don't like the fact that you have to choose. That's the biggest thing for me. That's the biggest roadblock I have for really saying the card is awesome. Now, with that being said, I think it is a very solid card.
Me too.
And it does not get a lot of play because it doesn't come with a sub. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing. And it doesn't have a lot of the perks and benefits that the Palladium has. But for what it is, I think it's a very solid card.
Dude, I think I think it's amazing. And frankly, the only reason that I don't talk about it as much is just because I don't personally have it, because of course I have the Palladium. And I think that as soon as the Palladium came out, having like a catch-all that gives you 3.3, technically 3.3x on everything, you can do, well, 4.3x, technically, won't get into all that. I think that that is so, astonishing that it did steal some of the limelight. Because let's pretend that the
Yeah.
Palladium doesn't exist.
Yep.
We would all be talking about the Obsidian. 4.3x on
Mhm.
groceries or dining, and then 3.3x on travel, and then a 2.3x catch-all is a spectacular card.
Yes.
So I think he nailed it. I think that commenter nailed it. I do think that the Palladium steals a little bit of limelight from that card.
Yep. Because it's the new
FLX.
it's the new shiny, right? It's the new shiny. So and
Mhm.
the lesser card gets less play. So
Yeah, yeah.
Stinky Monkey Baby says even Matt Clausen couldn't help himself from applying for the built card this week. We all need those built
Really?
points. Wow, really?
Oh, wow.
I did not know that, man. That's an interesting development.
I'm
Okay.
surprised.
I am surprised too. I'm very surprised actually. What's up, Nemo? How you doing, man? Tim says we're in a bit of an echo chamber here. There's tons of creators out there with a lot of followers on this topic. That's true.
The bit of an echo chamber here. There's a ton of. I think that he might have been referring to something that we said farther back. I actually don't know what he's referring to there. Oh, maybe. Oh, I actually don't know what he's referring to there. Dem, if you wouldn't mind clarifying what you're referring to on that comment.
Yes, please. Tiller, what's up? What's up, Tiller? How you doing, man? Hope all is good, sir. Like it seems like several creators have jumped on the built to train despite previously being haters. Yeah.
Oh, he was referring to. I think that Dem was referring to whenever I was bringing up the. I think that was like way far back. Whenever I was talking about how nobody was saying good things about BILT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That could be
yeah.
it. That could be it.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've noticed that almost everybody that was a hater has almost completely changed their tune on it, and I think that, yeah, I think that when these changes happens, I don't blame people. I think that it's natural to have an emotional reaction to what did work for you. But and I've said this in other videos, and I understand if people disagree with it. But my perspective is like, unfortunately, the past is the past, and then you have to reevaluate what does the current situation look like, and is it valuable to me? And
Yep.
that at that point, that's all that matters. I mean, we can reflect, but that's all that matters.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And and I'm never going back to something you said a little bit ago. Like I'm never going to say. I try to be polite about disagreeing. Like I'm never going to say, "Oh, you're full of crap. That's wrong." Blah blah. Like I'm not that guy. I'm not going to do that. Um, the one thing, and I've talked about this before, the one thing I love about this space is I like hearing other people's stories and why certain cards work for them and why certain setups work for them. Like, tell me a story. And I'm never going to say, I will always internalize like, oh, it doesn't work for me, but but I want to hear the story because I find it fascinating, and I most likely am going to learn something from it. So, but I will never belittle or berate or say anything, so that won't happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, Vincent makes a point here. Yeah, Joe's starting to sour on it because of what he's dealt with, and I totally understand that.
So
I
bad.
totally understand.
Yep.
Obsession was messed all up in the best ways.
I know, 100 FLX. You're one of my favorites. Yeah.
Exactly, John. I think it goes back to yeah. Travis, you should watch Widow Bay. Genius.
Widow's Bay.
Widow's Bay. I have not heard of that. TH says here before Travis's channel blows up, Travis is the man. Keep up the good work, fellas. Oh, thank you, TH. I appreciate that. But Travis is the superstar, man. Coder says, can you imagine a group of people wanting to watch the same content rehashed a million times? That's crazy. Anyhow, about that undisclosed. Okay, you got me, Coder. You got me.
Dude. I know. Oh my God. No, I'm so called out by that. 100%. I'm called out.
Yeah. I am attacked, and deservedly so. So
yeah. Well, and on top of that, like it like any card that basically earns 3x or less, I always have to add like a little asterisk by it because that card. He nailed it.
Yeah, you're right, Vegas. Everything. It's It's almost like Hollywood has run out of things to.
Yeah,
They can't make anything original anymore.
totally agree, man.
Uh-oh. I got Guna here now. Guna's the big guns are here, man. What's up, Guna? How you doing, man? Hope all is well, sir. I still can't believe US Bank has transfer partners. Yeah, I logged into my account today and there they are. So I'm like, yep, it's real. All right.
Crazy.
This is cool. What's up, Rushlock? How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Hope you and the family are doing good, sir. Hope the stream went well this morning too. Rushlock's a fellow gaming nerd of mine. So
oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So Rushlock's channel is really cool. Background, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good, sir. Vincent, what do you think of the theory that Amex will release the green to coincide with Avengers Doomsday? I think this is a theory that Vincent came up with. So
that does sound like a little bit of bias there. I don't know. Yeah, I actually, yeah. What is your take on? What do you think is going to happen with the green?
I think the green. I think it's going to get gas and or EV, or it should say both. And I'm hoping it gets gas and EV charging. I see it getting probably the Resi treatment or Uber treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I think the annual fee is going to increase a little bit. I think it's going to stay slotted below the gold because why would it go above that? Like, going above the gold doesn't make any sense. So I think it's going to be a multiplier added, some credits added to it, $100 more annual fee potentially, somewhere in that range, 100, 125 higher, and that's it. That's why that's what I think it's going to be. Of course, I don't know squat, so
no, neither. Hey, this is all a guessing game.
But what do you think it's going to be, man?
Dude, I don't know. I guess the one thing. So, like, I don't know if you know, I'm primarily an international traveler. And as a result, you know, with the green, correct me if I'm wrong, they got the transit, the travel category on the existing green.
Yep.
Because it's Amex, that always spoiled my outlook on the green. So I'm really hoping the green. Yeah, which, you know, don't get me wrong, there are certain people, and I've been made known very clearly in the comment section of some of my videos where I talk about this. There are some people here in the US that love the green and its 3X transit and travel category because they'll live in somewhere like, you know, San Francisco where, you know, tolls are ridiculous, or they live in Boston or Chicago or New York where they're using transit. But like for me personally, where I don't really have that in Austin, I don't use that in Austin. I wish that they had another multiplier that compelled me to get the card. But with that said, I think you're probably right. They're going to add like they're going to add an aspect to it. It is Amex. They're inevitably going to add some sort of coupons to it. And the question will be, do those coupons work for us? And then of course the fee hike. But past that, just like you, it's all a guess. I have no idea.
Yeah. I think we're thinking pretty similarly. So totally get that. Taciturn's here. What's up, Taciturn? Travis, could you talk more about why you reference such and such dollars worth of points anchored to 1 cent per point when valuing redemptions?
It's funny. So I met up with Matt and Mike Newland, and Mike Newland also asked me about that. And it's so funny because like in my first X number of months on YouTube, no one said anything. And then all of a sudden it's been brought up like a bunch of times. The simple answer as to why I do that, I didn't used to do that. I used to communicate like everybody else. So for example, if anybody doesn't know what he's talking about, I am weird. When I describe, for example, 30,000 miles, I say $300 worth of miles. And that is not me saying that I value it at $300. The only reason I do that is because like there's many examples where I'd be talking to like my wife or my friends who are not in the credit card game, and I would say 30,000 miles and their eyes would glaze over. They're for example, I would say that, oh yeah, there's this flight and it was $1,000 in cash and I booked it with 30,000 miles. Normal people that aren't you guys watching or John or anybody, they have no idea what that means. And then as soon as I tried it one time where I said, well, that's basically, if you give it like 1 cent per point in value, that's $300 worth of miles. Immediately they're like, oh, you booked $1,000 flight for like basically $300 in value.
Yep.
It clicked. And as soon as I did that, that's kind of why I changed. But let me make it very clear, because Mike told me there's a lot of people that think that I value points at 1 cent per point. No, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
and that is a great way of putting it, because unless you're in this space, no one's thinking points. They're thinking dollars.
They have
Because
no
they get
idea what
money.
you're talking
Yep.
about. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Which I guess, to other people's points, I'm not typically talking to the average person. And I think that's probably what people who are watching are thinking, which that is a fair point. That is a very fair point.
Could you get Ethiopian air and you should be happy. Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
There you go. Done.
Eat your food.
Yeah, eat your food and shut up. Be grateful you have something. Be grateful you have something. That's what I hear growing up. Be grateful you have food. A credit card anymore to be a credit card anymore to be competitive needs to good transfer partners and a good shopping portal. I think that's fair. That's a fair statement. Yeah. This guy will pass. This is Spencer Johnson's brother. Yep.
It's so funny. I hopped on his stream and people were saying that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you. Hey, Rita, how you? It's been a while since I've seen you, Rita. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Coder, yeah, man. Spathco's here. What's up, Spathco? How you doing, man? I appreciate Travis' take on valuations. Most people approach this game like showing up a car dealership and presenting it as most people are paying the sticker price on the window. Yeah.
I know that there are a lot of YouTubers that very much disagree with me on that, but it is how I see it. And hey, everybody sees things differently. I mean,
Chad asked, yep, exactly. John, 12 days in so far in August. How's the all month BILT charges going? Yeah, man, this is the month I'm putting everything on the Palladium, and I'm sure you watched that video, Travis. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. I mean, I haven't had any issues or anything, so there's been no weirdness, nothing being declined, nothing being returned. Yeah, it's working out great so far. So yeah, no problems at all.
Had zero issues. Oh, actually, by the way, maybe this is too sidetracked. John, have you been able to take advantage of any of like the cash equivalent BILT cash options? And if you do, which ones do you use?
The cash equivalent options.
Yeah, like for example, like you can use like $10 of BILT cash on a lift, which is cash equivalent. Yeah. No, you just do the point redemptions.
Yeah.
Well,
so
redeeming for
points. I have not done any of the Walgreens or Lyft. I've not done any of that yet. I don't see myself doing that because like the whole Walgreens thing. I don't go to I haven't been to Walgreens for 3 years, and that last time was for a prescription. So it's kind of like that introduces friction, and it's like, is $10 worth it? No, I got better things to do with my time. So Lyft might come into play at some point, but like the whole weirdness.
Oh, dude, the Lyft one's so easy. If that is something you'd be interested in, the Lyft, it's like you go in, you just slide it, and it immediately shows up in the app, like zero issues.
Like the whole like Instacart thing and the whole what's the GoPuff thing and all that. That's just outside of my. That's like, no, I'm good. I got better things to do with my time. So,
and that's marked up. You know that.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah.
You like the $10 probably doesn't even cover the markup. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hotel side is really awesome, I will say, because you have the Palladium, you have gold status. You can redeem $100 of BILT cash for hotels, and I'm doing a ton of booking for multiple different trips, and for 2 separate hotels, I've been able to use $100 of my BILT cash to subtract that from the total cost of the hotel. And I'm saying 2 nights at a hotel in Korea, it was $142 total. This is outside of Seoul, so a much cheaper part of the country. Turns into $42. And that was the price. Like if you went through Expedia, that was the exact same price as if you went through something else. Dude, the fact that you can lock in 4% cash back basically with that option is just crazy to me.
I've used the first half hotel credit along with there was like an introductory credit as well for being a new customer.
The $200.
Yes.
The first half of the year, second half of the year credits.
And I used that for Iceland back in May. I've not used any credits yet for the second half year. But yeah, it's been okay. The only problem I have seen, and we got 80 some people here. Wow.
Hey, nice. That's awesome.
Awesome. I love seeing you all here. Thank you for being here. And if you've not hit the like button yet, please do. I love seeing you all here. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for showing up for Travis.
And John.
Thank you. What I've looked at so far in the BILT portal for hotels, and again, it's been a handful of times, so I'm not living in there by any means, but what I've seen so far for hotel prices versus other portals, it's inflated.
Interesting. I actually don't get me wrong, I found some hotels that were inflated, no doubt about it. But I would describe maybe like, and I'm just making up a number here, obviously I'm not tracking this, 40% maybe have been inflated in my experience ish.
I've seen about 75%.
Really? Okay, gotcha. So much higher.
Again, a small sample set though. I'm thinking like looking at like 5 or 6 trips. So a small sample set.
That's a fair number. So meaning like that's a very relevant statistic. Like I think that's a very relevant take.
And I know that and I know it could be things like where I'm looking at, time of year. I don't know. All of these things are variables, right? So the experience is going to be different. So I know it can be all those different things. So that's been my experience so far. And actually the most spot on portal out of all of them for me so far have been Citi's been first and Delta's been second.
You know what's so funny? I was like die hard talking about how Citi's portal got way better because it did. Whenever the elite, this is pure just my experience, meaning like there's no numbers to back this up. But when the elite launched, I remember checking out like their Agoda powered platform and like, dang, like these prices are always competitive. Yeah. Wait, I'll have to grab my own. I also have the elite card. I
know you do.
And I hopped on it, and I will say like they were always competitive, but as the Citi Strata Elite has aged, it feels like more and more often I am seeing hotels that are inflated, and I am wondering like, did they put on a good face whenever the Elite launched, or am I just I don't know. Are you noticing the same thing?
I looked at Citi a few times before the Elite came out, and it seemed like it was okay-ish. Like it wasn't like, oh, this is like amazing. It seemed okay. So and this was only a couple of times. I don't really have a big sample set of, okay, what was I seeing before? But I do know that since the Elite's been out, everything, like the prices have been all damn near spot on to booking direct with the property. Like it's been amazing.
I love that. So, hopefully I just had a particularly bad experience. Because like and granted, you know, I have not looked at the Citi portal nearly as much as I have BILT because frankly, I don't need to with Citi. Just because with Citi, I do think that the credits on the Citi Strata Elite, don't get me wrong, I know that it doesn't work for everybody because people like to be able to say that they broke even completely. And I understand why they don't feel like that. I almost view it as a card that I will be out of pocket $95 every year, basically. But with the 2 credits that are on there, they are as easy as it gets. $300 hotel credit, which granted can be inflated, and then $200 credit. You don't even need to leave your house to redeem. Yeah.
There are FJ clash prices, but we ignored that most people flying in those seats are not paying those prices. For example, people want airline status for a reason. Yep. That's true. That's true. Oh, Dim says we were discussing other credit card YouTubers in the space.
Yeah. We eventually caught on to that. Eventually.
the lazy Susan sometimes, like I've always said.
My brain. Me and John, it'll take us, a good 30 minutes to catch on, but we'll get there eventually.
Spathco says, I'm still out on BILT, though. The headaches per point ratio was way too high.
Yeah,
I hear you. That's fair.
I hear you.
Here's a hot take. Here we go. I think the Obsidian is better than the Palladium. The Obsidian, if paying mortgage rent, earns 4.33x on groceries, 3.33x on travel, 2.33x on everything else.
You know what's funny? I actually don't necessarily disagree with that. As depending on your spend, if you're a person where in those categories, so say travel, grocery, and then I guess if you're still using the card as a catch-all, then what I'm saying doesn't count. But let's say that you're not using the catch-all category, aka the 1x that turns into 2.3x. It depends on how much you're spending on both travel and groceries.
Yep.
Because keep in mind, in order to get that extra, 1.3x boost, you have to have enough BILT cash. Whereas with the Palladium, it's your catch-all card. So yeah.
Yep. Chad of Chad's Money Minutes. Like I was telling you before we were talking before the stream, Travis, Chad's the one that bullied me into starting a channel. So
I love that. I love that. And Chad, I am jealous that you're flying in a class on an airplane that allows you to have Wi-Fi. I would have no idea what that's like.
I think Chad sent this like probably 20 minutes ago. So he's probably in California by now. So
yeah.
What's up, Chad? Good to see you, man. I say we do a boxing match, BILT lovers versus haters. Well, I am on the fence. I'm neither a lover nor a hater. I'm still undecided. So
I'm a knee pads guy.
You're right. So do you have the knee pads on auto order from Amazon?
They're and that was wildly inappropriate, but Dem said it at the beginning, so I figured I would call back to Dem's comment.
Dem is Mr. Inappropriate. I love Dem. He's just funny, man.
Yep.
Ape Strong Stream, not the members only. Hey Jamie, how you doing, man? Hope all is good, sir. Get caught up on some of these chats here. I'm starting to sour on BILT due to no good rent day transfer bonuses.
Yeah, they've been down.
What do you think about that, Travis? Since you're using the knee pads every day, what do you think about that?
It's funny. So Rewards Master and I were talking about it, and I think that him and I have kind of similar conclusions, which is like, well, him and I have very different takes on, and this is all guessing. None of us, it's not a public company. We have no idea what their financials are like.
Yep.
But I'm on the side of like, I have a hard time imagining that is a profitable company. Rewards Master, and many people disagree with me. Totally fine. But my take on the rent days is, yeah, there has been a very clear, a very noticeable drop off. And not only that, John, I don't know if you remember, they added I prefer at a 1-to-2 ratio.
Yep.
And typically when they add a partner, you instantly know what the next rent day transfer bonus is going to be. Notice how they added them, but there was no rent day transfer bonus to I prefer. That tells me is that they have decided that they need to tighten their belt somewhere, and these rent day bonuses are where it's going to be. Ironically enough, if you were a ultra high spender and you had the titanium, it was, what is the highest one? Titanium status? No, platinum status.
Platinum. Yep.
If you had platinum status with BILT, and I mentioned this on my last stream, so I'm sorry if I'm boring you here. If you have platinum status with BILT, if you did the Accor match and then you got platinum status with the core, that could possibly match. They only have, I think, 3,100 slots, but that could possibly match with gold status with Qatar, which then maps to One World status, meaning you get 12 months of access to Admirals Club and business class lounge access with One World, which was like crazy good. But if you're not, an ultra high spender, the last 2 months have just been a dud.
I would say that my thought process around is similar to yours. I wonder what their books look like right now. And remember, toward the end, it wasn't even the end. Well, it was like 6 or 9 months. The last 6 or 9 months of BILT 1.0, there was virtually no transfer bonus or anything.
It was definitely subdued.
It was thin. It was very thin. So,
and clearly,
who knows?
Like back in the day, they would have like their neighborhood dining would give you like 20x BILT points or something like that.
Yep.
And now, 3x or 2x additional on top of the existing multiplier is pretty much standard. And I think that the same thing is happening with these rent day bonuses. I do think that we're going to continue to see, some of the things that we saw in the past. Like I do think that you're going to see like your bread and butter partners, like, an Avios program or Flying Blue or something like that. But the days of getting Japan Airlines at 125% boost.
That's gone. That's gone.
No way.
Yep. For those that jumped on Palladium early and got that early, good on you. So
I got that, but I didn't take advantage of it. And frankly, I don't regret not taking advantage of that.
Gunna says for catch-all, I love and use my Palladium card. My wife and daughter both use my US bar first and Robinhood Gold if they need to use a physical card for 3% catch-all. I tell you what, man, that I think the US bar is relevant again. So
it is. It is.
CJ Batista, what's up, CJ? How you doing, man?
Yo.
Currently watching the live in DFW Terminal D. Never been there. I'm currently doing an impromptu Capital One. Okay, all right. How's okay?
Same. I was just about to say same
Nice.
terminal as Capital. That is the terminal that Capital One and the Chase Lounge is in.
Right,
which, by the way, John, I don't know if I told you, my wife. It's so ironic. My wife has more benefits on her credit cards than I do, and she has no idea what she's doing. She was able to. She went to Cancun or somewhat Cozumel. I see that entire area. Mexico is all the same thing. She went to Mexico and she flew through DFW, and I told her, like, hey, like literally within a week, you're not going to be able to enter that lounge without with your priority pass.
Oh, yeah, you told me this. Yeah,
she was able to get in with a priority pass, meaning she's going to see the lounge, and I never will. So,
well, it's you know, I figure once I find my player too, and I get married and have a wife, she's probably going to have better benefits than I am. So
she does. I mean, she still has access to the Capital One lounge, and I'm going to have to be sitting outside. I'm actually planning on making a short where she's going to be showing her caviar and her drinks and stuff, and I'm going to be next to Joe Schmo
eating the bag of Cheetos.
Oh, yep, 100%. We're drinking in that same terminal right down the hallway is a 7-Eleven, and I'm gonna be drinking my 7-Eleven coffee, and she'll be in the Capital One lounge.
Seer Flex says with points accelerator, which are more likely to be used if grocery are part of non-rent mortgage spending, the Obsidian earns 5.33, 4.33, 3.33.
Insane.
Too many threes. Insane. Yeah. Yep.
Insane.
They have a whiskey tasting room, fresh made food to order to be sent to your. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So is that the Sapphire or is that the Capital One Lounge?
Is this up to date? I actually don't even know which comment we're on right now. Let's see.
We should be up to date.
Which one?
Well, we're a little behind. We're a little behind.
Then I actually don't know what he's referring to there, unfortunately.
I wonder if it's the Sapphire Lounge.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're about probably 20 minutes behind. Sorry. Got to run.
No. Right. I know. I run into the same issue.
Take care, Matt. Have a good one, man.
Yo.
Jamie says rebooked a flight to Japan from AA metal to DFW to H&D to JAL metal. Nice.
Oh, that's going to be an upgrade.
SFO to Haneda. Nice. Any thoughts on which airline metal is better?
Oh, dude, JAL. I mean, not even necessarily like the product itself, but the service in general. And keep in mind, I'm an economy traveler, and even I think like even I can notice a difference on Japan Airlines. But yeah.
So I know we're behind on comments, but and we'll try to get caught up here. But I have another question for you in a little bit.
Yeah,
great question. I have not flown either one, but if I'm looking at pictures, that's why I want to fly JAL, because I know it gets such high marks. So I got
with AA, especially if you're in economy, you have to give them a very friendly smile and a very friendly request if you want service in economy class.
Food to serve tapa style like their competitors down the terminal. Okay, is it Sapphire? Is it? Like I said, we're a little behind. Great seeing you, brother. Love your take on credit card strategies. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, I love this space because we're all. I think we're all similar, but we're all different too.
100%.
Like hearing stories. Why does this work for you? Why does this work for you? Yeah, I just like learning. So, DJ Chad saying hello to the fans. Obsidian, because there's no product change option for Palladium to the Obsidian. I don't care for the credits. I mean, yeah. Nothing wrong with that
totally
at
fair.
all. Nope, nothing wrong with that. Hope amex adds a 3x gas category to the refresh green card. I'm hoping too, man, because it would make that card. It would go from really good to really, really good. Daniel Braun did the same video today. X amount points is X. Okay, going back to your. Oh yeah, certain points, and okay, yeah, we're a little behind.
You're fair. I think we're fair. We're very behind.
Man.
Yeah.
Go to the green.
Maybe we could just like, pick and choose. Yeah, pick and choose comments.
Yeah. I hate doing that, but yeah.
I know. Me too. Me too.
MX finally came in clutch with the 30% Avios transfer bonus this month. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. I think Chase announced 20% bonus to Aeroplan today too.
Yeah, which I have a video coming out. It was meant to come out actually this morning, but the news about the U.S. Bank came out, so I delayed it.
It could have been a little higher as I used my CSR $300 travel credit, but to partially offset the taxes and fees, yeah, on the award flight.
Mm-hmm.
Travis has a great point. Conversation with family or friends, everything is over their head. Yes, 100%. Yep. Each seat on the flight cost $5,200 and multiply that by 4. The total cost of the flights would have been $20K. I remember you telling me about this, Avengers. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Like crazy simple point too. US Bank taking baby steps. Altitude Go, Connect, Reserve can be a strong trio if allowed. These cards can transfer. I mean, they're already a strong trio. Just getting as far as like everyday earning and whatnot, it's a strong, very
strong,
especially if you're cash back. It's super competitive.
If you're a cash back guy, like I would already be in the US Bank ecosystem if they had transfer partners, if they were not just cash back, meaning if they change, dude, which it seems like they are, I might take another look.
Could be game changing.
Mm-hmm.
I have used the cash redemption. What's up, Andy? How you doing, man? Hope all's good. So I've been using the BILT card for everything. Have a lot of BILT cash. Yeah, I have a lot of BILT cash too. Yeah, the lift credit is super smooth to use a BILT. Okay, all right. I think I have some planned usage of Lyft coming up. So they eventually ask when you're back from your 3rd family trip of the year. How? Yeah. And then they don't put it in time to learn they don't put in time to research.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yep.
Granted, this is a very complicated game.
I've had people ask me like, how are you doing that? Like, how are you going to Iceland? Like that's like expensive. Like, or, how are you going to France or whatever? It's like, no, like I try to dumb it down as much as I can, but sometimes it's like their eyes glaze over. And
explaining that is why I ended up describing it as $300 worth of points. That is that's exactly it.
US Bank will open up back applications for the U.S. Altitude Reserve at some point this year. I think they have to, because so many people either canceled the card or they downgraded it. So I think they have to.
People had given up hope.
Yep,
100% they had. I
held on to mine just to see. Like
that was wise. To be honest with you, if I had been in your position, I think I might have already downgraded it. Meaning you made the right decision there.
Citi trademarked Clear Cash. They could offer a clear credit and make the card out of glass. The glass card. Just don't drop it. Make sure it's in your Apple Wallet or
please
Samsung Wallet.
Don't take my custom cash cards. That's all I ask.
So if it's a glass card, do you squirt like a little bit of Windex on it and wipe it down with a cloth?
That's what I need to do with my Palladium card, actually.
Do you guys think Palladium holders will be earning gold status for year 2 and beyond? I have a take on that.
Wait, just making sure that I'm following, like, as in just kind of like part of holding the card?
Will be earning gold status for year 2 and beyond. So you have to spend on the card to earn status.
The answer to that is just it purely depends on how much you spent on the card. But I think that
agreed.
Technically, I think that it runs until the end of. So, like, John, correct me if I'm wrong. When did BILT 2.0 come out? Wasn't that like
was it second week of February?
February or March?
It's like early February.
I'm pretty sure that those that got it on launch and maybe even afterwards, you got it through the rest of this year, and then I think the end of next year. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And if I'm wrong, somebody let me know in the comments.
There's gonna be someone that knows exactly. I'm fuzzy on that too, to be honest with you. So
it's been a while since I looked at the terms.
Anthony Ventures here. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Hope all's good. Oh, the big gun's here now, man. Rewards Master.
Yo, Rewards Master. Good to see you. If anybody doesn't know, Rewards Master and I, we do a ton of collabs. Him and I, we have such similar viewpoints in some areas and then very different viewpoints in others. And yeah.
Yep. That's what I love about this. We're all different. Like I said, there's probably like a core set of things we agree on, and other things are, it's like, this works for me. Okay, that doesn't work for me, but this works for me.
Yeah.
it's a really cool conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
Capital One Travel Portal is the best in my opinion because it price matches other websites to get yep, that is true. That is true.
Agreed.
Hate that I missed a bunch of the live, been busy at work. All good, medic. That's why it's available for replay, man. All good, dude. Dude, we
Mm-hmm.
all have lives. We all have to adult. I totally understand. Totally get it. So
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see what Citi does with the clear trademark. If Citi comes out with the new card, knowing that many cards have been discontinued. Yeah.
I do. I have.
Who
I mean,
knows?
I don't think any. Again, nobody knows. Nobody knows. These are all guessing. But all I hope is that they're not going to discontinue completely the custom cash yet. That's
Yeah.
obviously inevitable. That will eventually happen. But the question is, how long do we have? So we'll see.
What card is going to be pulled out of the restaurant at the meetup weekend?
Well,
See, well, so by then we're into September. And I will be going back to my gold card, obviously. So,
and every single person will be like, "Oh, I can cover, and you can Venmo me."
yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen. Yep, 100%. For catch all, my wife and I use my Obsidian for 2.3 to 3. Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
Yep,
and I would argue, frankly, if the Palladium didn't exist, honestly, what would be a better catch-all than that Obsidian card? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
for the math, yes.
Like, especially, well, I think that the main exception to that, let's pretend that you live internationally, then you're talking about the Atmos card because it gets 3x on all international purchases. But if you're living domestic, I mean, yeah.
Now, I mean, you have to throw in the caveat of it has an annual fee, but I mean, a lot of cards do these days, so it kind of is what it is. What other search engines is there other than Expedia to cross-reference prices for flights, etc.? So this is probably something that, and I kind of wanted to talk with Travis about this too.
Mm-hmm.
We got 91 people watching right now. Unbelievable. Love seeing you all here. Thank you for being here tonight. So I don't use Expedia and whatnot. I guess, well, on the back end, obviously, because a lot of those portals do use Expedia, but based on your travel style, Travis, I'm sure you use those different portals a lot. So what do you see? And what do you use?
Dude, well, oh my gosh, this is a rabbit hole. Actually, I should have mentioned this when you asked me about like my background. Like my background, I think is a little strange because I was really deep into travel prior to getting into credit cards. And I think it was only a matter of time before I discovered kind of the points and miles space. Because to be frank with you, back in the day, I had this misconception that points and miles were always worth 1 cent per point. I that's what I thought, meaning I was mostly cash back. And as a result, nowadays, and keep in mind, I'm an economy traveler. I'm always trying to figure out how do I get the best deal with the points that I already have. I am not looking for anything fancy, either on flights or hotels. But the answer to his question, what search engines do you use? Dude, Google Flights and like Google Hotels are ultra popular for a reason. If you find a hotel that you're interested in, don't go to Expedia, don't go to Priceline, don't go to booking.com. You go straight to Google and you type in that hotel. You'll see all of the different options that you have, along with like, the minimum price that you'll pay and the maximum price that you pay. It aggregates all of them. And, one of the ones that I've noticed is it's typically cheaper is Agoda, and they are actually a reputable option. The only thing is that a lot of times with Agoda, it's non-refundable, meaning if that is something that is a make or break for you, you got to keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm always comparing to all of the different hotel options and frankly, the Airbnb options. Cause gosh, from my experience, man, I'm getting unbelievably good value from Airbnb. Because like I'll compare, the cheapest reasonable, not bed bugs, not hostels, stuff like that. Cheapest reasonable hotel that I'm interested in versus the cheapest reasonable Airbnb, and it's almost always Airbnb. But yeah,
interesting. Okay, all right, that's great information, man. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I pay like a lot of times if something's below, and again, I totally understand if people disagree with me, my take here and in my style here. If something is below a certain cent per point, unless there's like, extending or like other circumstances, I will pay in cash if it goes below a certain value.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Gunner, you're just bragging now. So I've been gold since 2023.
Gold.
John can be the ref. I can ref the fight between the diehard BILT people and the people that say BILT suck. Since I'm on the fence, I'll be the referee. So
my question is, which side of that fight are there more nerds on? Because I'm telling you, whoever has more nerds is gonna lose. And I'm afraid that you and I might be on the nerd side.
I think that probably the BILT side would win, because if you have enough people in that fight and they are all using their BILT card like a brass knuckle, like it's over with. It's done.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's like that. This is the dumbest statement I'm ever going to make. I'm pretty sure that it's the heaviest card in the game.
I think so.
And everybody knows that's what counts.
If it's only worth its value because it weighs so much. I mean, 100%. We all know that. I mean, if it was like flimsy plastic, it'd be like, whatever.
Your worth as a person is nothing, and you just need to give up. Yeah. You should just go off and do something else. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Kevin's here. What's up, Kevin? Should I apply in person or online for my first credit card? I don't think it really matters.
Dude, online is totally fine. Kevin, assuming that you're a beginner, a lot of these websites, they have a pre-approval tool, meaning you can see if you're pre-approved before even applying for it. I would highly recommend looking at that first. And generally, don't get me wrong, it's not like a perfect crystal ball, but if it approves you, I would say that you got like a 9.
You pretty much know.
Yeah, you pretty much know.
Yep. But you can do either one, and I would say do whatever you're comfortable with doing, Kevin. So Dim can be spicy. Dim is spicy all the time. BILT has been great. I have not had any issues. So I have no complaints if I'm giving, and I tend to think I try to be fair in everything I say. And, I haven't had any issues. I just haven't, knock on wood. I hope that keeps happening. So, but it's been good. I really don't have any complaints. So
me either. And actually, I had one issue. Danny and I went to, and this is like kind of what I'm talking about. They have that startup mentality where they'll completely screw up and then just go over the top and fixing it. We went to one of those like local restaurants with like the QR codes where you could apply $25 BILT cash. Well, I literally reached out to them to confirm that was a thing before I got there, because BILT. They literally confirmed it for me. I show up, wasn't ready. So I reached out to BILT and I was like, hey, this is what happened. And it took them like a month to get back to me. But once I did, they refunded me like the $25 or whatever. And they didn't even take it from my BILT cash stash. So yeah.
Good on them. I mean, it sounds like it took a while, but gonna say this but those who know me, everything starts and ends with Citi. Yes, Gunna's a big Citi guy.
Dude, I've been just as Rewards Master likes to say, I was Citi when Citi was not cool. Yeah.
Same. I've had the double cash was my first credit card back in 2017, and then I got the custom cash in 2020, and then the Strata Premier in 2023, and then of course the Elite back in February. So I've been with Citi for a long time. So
yeah. As soon as I saw, like, because as soon as I was new to the game and I found out, you can have multiple custom cash cards, I had one objective, which was get as many custom cash cards as I could before they shut that thing down. And I did that. I have 4 custom cash cards along with an Elite card, meaning I have access to transfer partners, and that was one of the best decisions I could have made.
Travis is like, I need my 17 custom caches, and
1,000%. I am that guy. I've got my little labels on it and everything. 100%.
Of course you do. Of course you do. That's funny. Vincent says Air Canada has free Wi-Fi on board even for economy.
You know what's funny, Vincent? I flew what is I think somebody who's from Canada, correct me if I'm wrong, WestJet is considered
What's up, Dollar Man?
Yeah, WestJet is considered a budget airline. And they had free Wi-Fi. And not only was it free Wi-Fi, it was great Wi-Fi. I was like watching live sports on it. So, yeah.
I love Delta's Wi-Fi. It's really good.
Yeah. Delta also has some free Wi-Fi, even if you're in economy. Yeah.
Rest of my cards are edge and catch-all cases. Yeah, man. I think probably a lot of us are in that same position. Just we probably have similar cards and different cards too. So
the only card that I have that is not an edge card, well, technically the City Strata Elite on the City Knights isn't an edge card. I could use that. Well, maybe you could even consider that an edge card. My only cards that matter now are my custom caches outside of the Palladium. So
City Travel Portal, booking hotels. 12x points for every dollar. I mean, it's like you could book a trip in the City Portal for, whatever, say it's a week-long travel. You could darn near earn a welcome offer on that trip.
If I wasn't such a diehard Airbnb guy, I would abuse that. I really would, because I am that guy, and I understand that if you disagree, I am that guy who typically advises people don't book airlines through the portal. And I know there are a lot of people that think that that's not a huge deal. I've just had one too many experiences that have I am to the point where I just won't do it. But with hotels, I have no qualms.
Yeah, I don't book flights. Obviously, I'm usually booking Delta flights. So I'm on the Delta app or the Delta website, unless I'm using points. It's usually a transfer partner. But for hotels, my go-to is the Strata Elite in the City Portal. It's the first place I look.
Especially if it's the same price. I mean, 12x in City points, meaning American Airlines miles. And especially, correct me if I'm wrong, John, you're typically a business class flyer.
Yes.
And then you have American Airlines, 12x on American Airlines miles. It's a no-brainer. Even if it is more expensive, the math still makes sense.
It's a lot of points for someone who will travel, and not just American, but whatever airline. If you need points for a particular redemption or a particular transfer, you can transfer them to. There's a plethora of city transfer airline partners.
Oh, so, yeah, 100%. Frankly, the only one I wish that they had, they don't, is Air Canada. But I mean, you got, in my opinion, you got all the other bread and butter partners. Yep. It'll be interesting to see if they actually end up going through with the Japan Airlines partnership.
That is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. The fact that it was on the website that is encouraging that will happen, but you never know how long it'll take them to actually make that happen, if it is even going to happen.
Jay Kelsey says, no way BILT is profitable, in my opinion.
I have the same perspective. Me and Rewards Master are going to have to fight about that in the
Sledge.
next live again. What's
up, Sledge? I missed the weekly bonus categories points that the Palladium had been. Yeah, that's true. Those have gone away. Yeah. Yep. Went to the Obsidian for no current product changes, not like in the Palladium credits. Yeah, that's totally fair, man. That's totally fair. Let's kind of get through some of these. MX Chase, Apple, Samsung, PepsiCo, hotel systems, and so on and so on. There's gonna be fights everywhere. The MX Chase fights, the Apple, Samsung. I think they're hoping to grow to profitability. Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously that's what they want, right? I can't imagine. I have a hard time imagining that BILT wants cardless to prop them up.
I doubt that that's even happening
for an indefinite amount of time.
And I doubt that's happened. I mean, considering that everyone and their mother knows what happened with Wells Fargo, and you think that cardless didn't know that? I bet you at this point, BILT knows that they have to stand on their own 2 feet at this point. I mean, we don't know what's happening behind closed doors, but I would be shocked if the people at cardless are propping BILT up in any way at this point. So I think that at this point, and I know that, again, there are people that disagree with me, but if I am right and they're not profitable, right now they're running on VC money and they know they need to get to profitability. But I know that people like Dem, who is 11 years at Citi, I mean, a very experienced guy, actually thinks that they are profitable, which, I mean, he may very well be right. Yeah, who knows?
I'm waiting for BILT to offer a transfer. Yeah, everybody is. Avengers.
Oh, dude. Man, Avengers, I think we're going to be waiting for a while.
And yeah, I think this is probably the reality, though. It's never going to happen.
Oh, it will never happen. That I even heard Richard Kerr say it verbatim that I think he said it, if everyone transferred to Hyatt and Alaska, we would be broke. I think was almost his exact words. That will
Interesting.
Never happen. That will never happen.
Interesting. Okay, that's it. I did not know that. I didn't know he said that. Interesting.
He was in like he did like a interview with like I think it was like a YouTuber or something like that, and I was interested to hear his perspective. And yeah, I think he said those exact words.
Super. I've seen built hotels that are reasonably priced. My experience cancels out John's experience. Hey man, totally fair, dude. Totally fair. There should be a view at DFW.
I think he's probably talking about the lounge.
A view lounge. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I actually don't know because, of course, my wife is the only person that's been to the Sapphire Lounge at DFW. I could ask her if there's a view from the lounge. I don't personally know, but I know that there's a really nice view from the Capital One Lounge, which, by the way, I would be interested to the viewers of this channel. I've been kind of ragging on the Capital One Lounge at DFW because in my personal experience, I was super impressed when it first opened. Super impressed. But the last few times that her and I went, I just was not impressed. The seats were wearing, the food felt microwavy. It just, I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
John, don't get married. Trust.
Don't get married. Trust.
just have a side thing. Get Travis on Bullseye or bullshit. Hey man, we could do that. That would be interesting to see Travis on that.
Hey, y'all can call some BS on me.
Sapphire's lost off Amex party. What? Sapphire's lost off Amex party pass, isn't it?
Oh, I think that he's referring to the access all priority pass. No matter what card you have, Amex or not, you will not have access. I think on the 15th, meaning unless you go in 2 days. Unfortunately, you're too late.
Yeah. Yep. It's done. What's up? Big Red? How you doing, man? Hope all is good, sir. I think it's the first time I've seen you in a stream, so welcome if this is your first time. I'm leaning to in-person for my first. Yeah, man. Kevin, I would say look at the pre-approval tools online, like Travis said earlier, and then if you want to do it in person, if it makes you more comfortable, do it, man. You got to do what makes you comfortable. So
100%.
JL on their A350 is the one to book. Okay, with their newer first. All right.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
I wanted to JL so bad, man.
I never, when people talk about like the specific flights to take, like the specific like metal, the specific plane, I never know anything about that because of economy.
I was trying to a little too hard to see how to get access to United Club with no status this morning. It's trying a little too hard. Okay. I recommend in person for your first time with an issuer in case they need ID verification in person. Okay, that's a fair point, Coder. Fair point. Hey, fellas, the whiskey room and fresh food made to table is from the Sapphire Lounge. Okay, I thought you were probably talking about the Sapphire Lounge, but I didn't want to assume that. So, all right, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Gentleman Explorers here. What's up, man? Travis, favorite swimming holes in the Hill Country. Big fan of Blue Hole in Wimberley and obviously Barton Springs.
You know what's funny? My instinct is to say Blue Hole. I like Barton Springs. The only thing is like, dude, if you've been lately, it is crowded. But hey, I tell you what, if you're a single guy, which I am not, but if you're a single guy, Barton Springs is not a terrible place to go. So
note to self.
Okay. I have a buddy who's single who was asking, well, where should I go to meet somebody or whatever? I was like, Barton Springs or Trader Joe's. Those are the places to go.
Trader Joe. Okay. Note to self, Trader Joe's. Changing my grocery shopping habits now. I know it's everywhere, but if you could get GE or Clear on the green would be a good pairing.
GE
Global Entry.
Oh, Global Entry. Okay. Yeah. It'll be interesting because, like, correct me if I'm wrong. That was one of the very few cards that offers Clear as an option. Sorry, like as far as like a credit option on the market.
Yep.
If not the only one. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Hmm.
I can't think of a different one, of another one that gives you clear, but again, could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too.
What credit card
Do the Google search. Hit
gives
the like.
a
Let's hit the
clear?
like button. Yes, let's hit the like button, please. Got 112 people here right now.
Hey, nice.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Thank you all for showing up tonight. This has been amazing. I can't believe it's already been an hour and 15 minutes. Like we just sat down. Like how? So this has been an amazing conversation, and it's amazing because of Travis and because you all are here. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you.
Okay, so I don't. I think AI is hallucinating on this. Maybe it's right, and I'm hallucinating.
Okay.
AI claims that there's a clear statement credit that comes with the Amex Platinum card, the business Platinum card,
Oh
the
yeah,
green
yeah,
card,
yeah,
Hilton Honors Express card, and the corporate Platinum
yeah.
card.
So the
I actually
Aspire,
didn't realize that the Platinum card comes with a clear credit.
so the Aspire, okay. So when you were talking about that, I had gotten distracted for a second, and for some reason, my mind, I thought you were talking about. For some reason, I thought you were talking about like low or no annual fee cards.
Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, the platinum
Hold
card
on.
has the clear credit. Yeah, yeah. The
I actually, I
platinum
actually
does.
did
Yeah.
not know that. Keep in
And the
mind,
Aspire does too.
I don't hold the card, so I'm
Yeah, yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for some reason I thought you were talking. I don't know why, but yeah, yeah, several cards do. Not many, but
Mhm.
several do. I tried to downgrade my US bar to the Connect and they wouldn't let me, so I canceled it. Oh, James. Well, hopefully, if you're
I
wanting
don't
it
blame you,
back,
man. I don't
I
blame
don't
you.
blame you either. I don't blame you either. But if you're hopefully if you want it again, hopefully it comes back. And I think it has to. I think it has to come back.
I know. I think that it will, but well, I'm not saying anything that's insightful. I don't think that it's going to come back in the same form that it is now. But I
I think
think
it'll be different too. Yep.
everybody knows that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think Citi will eventually product change existing custom caches and prestige card holders to other Citi cards?
You know what's funny? Rewards Master. Well, actually, sorry, I need to shut up, John. What is your approach there, or what is your thoughts there?
All good, man. All good. Um, Man, the Prestige has been around for how long though? It's been around for like what? It's been gone for like 4 years now.
It's been gone for a while.
So, I mean, maybe,
Mhm.
but the so they have so many old cards, right? The Sears card still exists. I'm forgetting like the dividend card still exists. Those have been gone forever. Um, I would have believed the custom cache is going away more so if they had given the same treatment they did to the rewards plus card. Like, oh,
Yeah.
here's the Strata card and your rewards plus card is gone. Like, I would have believed it more if they had given it that kind of treatment. The fact that Citi hasn't given it that treatment, I think this custom cache is going to stick around. I think it is based on Citi's track record.
Number one, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right here. Rewards Master and I were talking about it, and I think whenever I think about this, I have to think about, okay, who is the typical customer of either of those cards that have been removed? And the typical holder that still holds the Citi Prestige card is probably very well off. They're probably high. They're what you would consider a high value banking customer. Whereas the custom cache is a bunch of broke Travises. So I think I do sort of wonder in that scenario, do they look up and think, you know what, there are not that many prestige holders left, and those that are, they're very high value customers. Do we want to risk losing them or aggravating them in any way? Whereas with the custom caches, it's like, well, they're not that high value of customers to begin with, and on top of that, now that those same customers, the Travises, are transferring 5x only over to American Airlines, which I guarantee you is really expensive. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Besides Las Vegas, DEF CON this year was amazing. I knocked out the 2 edit credits and the $300 travel credit on nice, man. I want to go to DEF CON. I'm hoping hopefully next year they'll let me go to DEF CON. So okay, yep. Gotta hit out. All right, man. Take care. Oh, we got Uncle Luke is in the house.
Hey,
what
man.
is up, Uncle Luke? How's it going, man? 2 effing studs. Well, I appreciate the kind words, sir. Thank you. Goal status through all of 2026 and 2027 and first month of 20. Okay. All right. That answers that question then.
First month of 2028.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Charleston has some CSR open table, 150 off restaurants. Nice. Highly recommend. Okay, SJ. Appreciate that. It was me talking to Goody earlier about bragging about I've had it since 2023. I am curious how many people in YouTube credit card space will be earning gold status through spend after the promo gold goes away. I don't know.
I think I'm going to lose it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm going to be like very close, but I don't think I'm going to hit the spend.
I will lose it. I can almost guarantee I will.
I'm going to give myself maybe like a 70% chance of not making it.
Google Flights is the top tier for flight price research, and there are plugins that will. Yep, I agree with this, Chad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, dude, what he's referring to. Have you heard of Points Path?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's the best. And don't get me wrong, it's not like perfect. None of these tools are perfect.
Yeah, none of them are perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Third-party booking platforms are good for budget hotels and sometimes have hotel space available. Yep, you're right. You're 100% right. Also, Kiwi's a hidden gem. I had heard of Kiwi, have not used it though. I've heard of it though.
I have heard of Kiwi and I tested it out and I can't remember. It's been so long since I used it. There was some reason why I didn't end up using it, but I have heard great things. There's a lot of YouTubers that I'll watch that have nothing to do with points and miles, just has to do with travel, and they'll brag on Kiwi.
Congrats, Kentalibo. Nice. Well played.
Nice, man.
Gonna have my top wallet card everywhere in most cases, other than
Citi, thank you.
Citi, thank you. Yeah, see, thank you, MasterCard. Discontinue. Yeah, Sears card. Yeah, they've been around since like dirt, and they're still here. So there are some points on Reddit saying Qantas and Flying Blue aren't listed as transfer partners for the U.S. Baltimore.
Somebody commented on my video saying that they didn't see Qantas and Flying Blue on there, which is interesting that some accounts would have access and then others wouldn't. That has to be some sort of mistake, you'd think.
I think it's got to be like maybe they're slow rolling it out, or maybe it's just systems haven't caught up or something, maybe. Or
yeah, because it would be very taboo to pick and choose who gets access to which transfer partners. That would be a little absurd, if I'm being honest.
That's the plastic light blue card I would put down, and I don't care if it's not metal. I have the solid gold RH and Robinhood and other metal. Yeah, I mean.
No, we were totally joshing.
Yeah, like, we were totally joking, man. We were totally joking.
We were, frankly, to some extent, making fun of people who do that. Actually, I remember I was in downtown Austin one time, and there's this guy who was buying everybody drinks, and he was really wanting to show off the fact that he was buying the drinks with the platinum, and all that's going through my head is, dude, you're getting 1x back. Like, what are you doing?
I'll say the heaviest plastic card is this card.
You know what's funny?
It is heavy and it's like, holy crap.
Are you sure it's plastic? Number one, I don't have the card.
Yes.
Yep. You're sure?
Yep.
Because at first, whenever I got the Wells Fargo autograph as a result of the whole BILT 2.0 transition, I remember thinking that it was like a very, very nice quality plastic. No, there is the thinnest amount of metal possible, which is why it has some. Yeah,
it's plastic. The next heaviest of the plastic cards, at least for that I have, is the Wells Fargo autograph card.
Yeah, dude, the flimsiest plastic card on the planet is, ironically enough, a paid card, the Citi Strata Premier card. It feels like it is more flimsy than the custom cash, which I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It does feel very thin. It's like, feels like paper. This is the old school. This is the old school.
I wonder if maybe it's as bad as the current design, but the current design is like, you barely feel it. Yeah, it is like,
it's like paper mache.
Yeah, it is basically paper mache. Yeah. Like you could probably use it in a paper shredder and you would have no issues. It would not clog.
Oh no, the heaviest card, Joe's wallet. Yes.
Wait, we all know the heaviest card is in Joe Beretta's wallet. What is that card?
So. So Joe was doing a drop test last night for all the cards in his wallet.
Yeah.
He was dropping it on the table. because of the sound to make this to measure the sound of the wallet. It was so heavy, dude. His table would shake, his camera would shake. It was like, yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my god.
It's like, holy crap, man, your camera shaking.
He's perma banned from Capital One. That's for sure.
My wife has the old Sears card. We don't use it much as these days, but in the past, it was the beast of a cat. Yeah, man, like I said, those Citi has a track record of not canceling cards.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, if the custom cash had been given the rewards plus card treatment, then yeah, obviously it would be replaced, but it's still around and nothing's been said. So yeah. I think it's here to stay, at least for a while.
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
Well, BILT allow you to get different versions eventually. Don't know. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. When you find out, let us know.
Let us know. Yep. Grew up D&D. I guess I'm a nerd. Yes, you're a nerd. Robin Hood solid gold card weighs the most out of all my cards. It weighs 36 ounces. Wow. 36 ounces?
Are you positive? That's absurdly heavy. Did you mean 16 ounces?
36. Wow. That is heavy, man.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Got an offer. My interest, Travis. Wells for. Oh, there you go, Travis. 60K choice points for 1K spin. Tools. Okay.
Well, I got an offer that my interest, Travis, from Wells, 60K choice points for 1K spend on which card? Which, don't get me wrong, like that's a great sign up bonus. But well, keep in mind, anyone with the brain anybody with low spend with a brain prioritizes sign up bonuses over multipliers. For some reason, I don't have one. So as a result, I don't. But I would be interested. What was the offer that you got? Which card is that for? I would imagine that's probably the autograph journey. I would imagine. But yeah, I'd be interested.
And Hybrid says I would suggest going to the bank.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I'll give that
a
shot.
Go to the bank on the pre-approval tool. She got denied and then got mail.
Oh, interesting. So I guess she she tried the pre-approval, got denied, then went to the bank and got an offer.
That's how I'm reading that.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Booking Verbo or Airbnb, what credit card do you use? I hate to eat up the 3x on BILT card if one of the other cards in my stack will give me 3x. What's your thoughts on that, Mr. Travis?
So with Airbnb, dude, I'm telling you, if Airbnb had some sort of loyalty program, I would be like zirconium, platinum, ultra shiny status. But I wish they had some sort of loyalty program. So at this point, it just leaves us with maximizing multiplier. And really, there's two cards as of right now that have, a decent multiplier on that. That's the Sapphire preferred card, and then the Wells Fargo autograph also gets 3x direct on Airbnb. But if you want to be a maximizer, which most of us are in this chat, you are talking buy Airbnb gift cards at the grocery store whenever you have like a rotating category through the Freedom Flex, or if you have a custom cash, again, use your grocery category, which is what I do. I'll go to HEB, buy Airbnb gift cards and get 5x in Citi points on Airbnb. And then there's also the Chase business cards that you could also do that with. But yeah, hopefully that answers that question.
So out of the two choices here, Model Citizen, like Wells Fargo autograph, Wells Fargo Journey or Amex Green, I have not booked any Verbo or Airbnb. I don't have the Wells Fargo Journey card. Amex Green card I've had. I don't know that a green card gets 3x for Verbo or Airbnb. I don't have any experience. Maybe someone down in the chat has already answered that question, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what about booking rental cars through a portal? So I normally book direct because my company has an account with National, and we have National top tier, and I'm able to use my own credit card to book and get their pricing, because our pricing through National is like insanely cheap. So that's how I do it. I myself do not book rental cars through portals myself, but maybe Travis has.
Basically, I will book anything through a portal as long as it doesn't result in, if they screw up, a massive headache for me. So I've got no qualms about booking a car through a portal, if I'm being honest.
Miles and Stays does what Travis does.
Let's see. Yeah. I know that there's a lot of people that do not like that I do that, but it is what it is. Also, it's AI, so take it for what it's worth. AI says that yes, the green card does get 3x membership rewards points. Granted, I really like having access to Wyndham 1 to 2. So I would personally, I would put it on the autograph. But I know that there's a lot of people that, like John loves flying Delta. I mean, like, if in that scenario, put it on the green,
Dim's like, John doesn't fly AA. He'll circle the planet. Yes, pretty much. Yep.
Granted, you can fly a bunch of other metal through AA points, so you don't even necessarily need to be on AA metal.
That would be a lot of steps.
Yeah. Wait, steps? What are you talking about? You just got.
What's up, Juan? How you doing, man? When does BILT 3.0 come out?
As soon as they run dry any benefits that they get from cardless.
Yeah, exactly. BILT knows all your personal information. Yep. Uncle Luke is not wrong.
Tech. Yep. Mm-hmm.
My PTU had $780 in fraudulent charges pop up on her Delta Reserve last week. And Amex removed those charges within 24 hours. Nice, Pro Western. What would BILT have done? It might have taken a while.
It might have taken a month, man.
Been banking at Wells Fargo for 5 years now. Apply for Wells Fargo card first. Then wait half a year. 1 year before applying. If that's what makes you comfortable doing, yeah, Kevin, you got to do you have to do what's in your comfort zone is basically what I've been trying to say. So Luke says personal information, where you eat and how you spend your money. You don't think you can profit on that? Oh yeah, man, dude, I work in cybersecurity, man. I know all these companies gather information, no matter, even if you tell them not to, they're still doing it. So yeah, your information is out there. It's all over the place. Your information is being sold for profit. Luke is 100% right.
Well, profit and make money are two different things. Yes, I agree. They're making money on that. There's no debating that. I guarantee you that they make a solid commission on, their dining. They're especially, I'm going to guess a majority of the actual, I'm going to guess that the most profitable portion of their business, if you divvied it up into like baskets, is probably the rental stuff. The properties that are like BILT properties, I guarantee you they're getting paid a hefty commission on that. The question is, what they're making on all those things that he listed off, is that making enough profit to offset what I think that we all agree are losses on the credit cards? And that is where I have a hard time believing it. But to Luke's point, there's a lot of people that do believe, including Dem and I think RM, they all believe that they are making enough on this stuff to break even, or even make a profit.
I think we're catching up slowly. Citi Sears pays 12x bonus plus 1, so 13x on all travel. Jeez,
that's crazy.
God, and that card's it's been dead for how long now, and it's still there. So
crazy.
Fimo likes credit cards. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hope all's good.
I like doodles.
We have something in common. Chat says BILT is burning through cash with all the celebrity collabs and fluff in their proprietary portal, plus with the issuer changes. And you can,
it's all. We're all guessing. We are all guessing. It's just at the end of the day, are they making enough money on those areas to offset where they're clearly just bleeding money? Who knows?
Nurk and expire gets clear. Yep. Yeah, my brain went a certain direction when Travis was talking. What can you get for your girlfriend at Trader Joe's? I thought,
dude, they've got some cheap flowers.
I thought I could find my wife at Trader Joe's.
That is what I'm recommending. For some reason, every pretty girl in Austin hangs out at Trader Joe's.
I'm going to walk in there and ask a employee, like, what aisle is my wife on? see what they say.
Can you make a quick introduction?
when open your first credit card, go into the bank and open a checking account, then a savings account. Then when they offer to help you open a credit card, fake disinterest.
Your first credit card.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
That's an interesting strategy.
Credit card.
Huh.
Never heard of that. I've never given it a try.
I haven't either. Flex says, John, you'll find a different sort of wife grocery shopping at Walmart rather than Trader Joe's. Potentially.
Hey, you got to go to, where Walmart's like basically dominant. I think, yeah. Here in Austin, that would not be a very good idea.
Clears on the plat. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Green card and Hilton Aspire give you. Yeah. I do not know why my brain went to, okay, I know Travis is an economy guy. He's thinking like no annual fee cards or very low annual fee cards.
I didn't make that clear.
Thinking,
I didn't make that clear.
So, but yep. All these cards do. Yep. Platinum Amex Plat does too. John found his last biddy in the BK Lounge. BK Lounge. What's the BK Lounge?
I don't know. Have you been to Bangkok?
It's not British Airways. I've not been to Bangkok. No.
Oh, dude, I brought that up randomly just because of the acronym. But dude, you gotta travel to Thailand. It is awesome. I love Thailand.
Philippines.
Yeah. Yep.
Good places for single dudes.
Well, that's a whole other story. I will say Thailand is beautiful and some of the best.
It looks. Some of the pictures I've seen it just looks amazing.
So something that will show up in like tour guides or whatever that does not get even close to enough love. There's a national park called Khao Sok National Park. If any of you guys go to Thailand, it is a must see. In my opinion, it was the most beautiful place in Thailand that I went. And keep in mind, I spent like over a month in Thailand. It was beautiful.
And it definitely sounds amazing.
It looked like something from like Jurassic Park or something. I mean, it just was unbelievable.
Using Clear to go through TSA, the helper demands to hold your hand. I mean, if she's hot, I mean, I wouldn't care, man. So
people are saying BK was Burger King. Burger King Lounge.
Burger King Lounge?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about the BK lounges, so I'm not sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
Amex Green Card is Clear Credit. Yep. Thank you. My lazy Susan brain. Any suggestions for best of business banking checking for a new starter LLC?
I use Relay. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a lot of people put a lot of thought into the bank that they go with for both checkings and savings. And if I'm being honest with you, I'll be interested to hear what John's perspective is on this. I just go with whoever is the easiest to work with.
I honestly, the YouTube business, because this is a business thing, because of you all, this is a business. My business banking is at US Bank. That's where I bank at. So
interesting. Okay.
Now I have a lot of bank accounts with different banks around the city and whatnot, and of course, and a few fintechs. But my business banking is with US Bank. So that's just who I gravitated toward, and it's worked out fine. So
that, frankly, I think that's what matters, because I do think that people to some extent will just look up, which bank account is offering the highest APY at that one point, and to be honest with you, like over the years, that just changes so often. Just go with, they're all going to be around the same range. They'll hover around the same range. Go with the one that has customer service that will not leave you high and dry when something wrong happens. That's my opinion.
Chase for sure. Ink Preferred is a great card. Okay. I don't hate that. That
I think he's starter LLC. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
Inflation will eventually kill the relevance of the custom cash.
Well, I mean, keep in mind what you're going to be earning is just based on a percentage. So, I mean, it will inflate with inflation if they don't kill the card.
Yeah. Ecotrex says, I still miss the Rewards Plus cards so much. The $1. Yes, that was the trick with the Rewards Plus card. Oh, man,
I loved that card. That's part of why I have 4 custom cash cards. It got converted.
I was going to fly JAL once, but my Alaska was delayed and wouldn't make my connection, so they sent me to Vancouver.
for Canada flight that was delayed. Oh dang. Well, depending on if you were flying business or economy, like if it was economy, it's not the end of the world.
I think building a Chase relationship business side would be helpful. Seeing $400 bonuses too. Yeah, I can see where a Chase business account would come in handy. I can see that. Prestige is probably more profitable to Citi given its annual fee compared to the custom cash. Also, many people have multiple custom cash cards. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That guy is one of them.
So, yeah, exactly.
St. Patrick, I saw your super chat come in a little bit ago. I know we're behind still on comments, and I might just blow through some of these. But St. Patrick, thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate you, sir. Very kind as always. By no means I'm a BILT fanboy, but I don't understand all the hate towards BILT. I was not on board in the beginning, but where else can you earn points paying your mortgage? It's a great P2 card. St. Patrick, I think the biggest issue was BILT did a piss poor job of the rollout.
Oh, definitely.
It was a horrible rollout.
But I guess. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm done.
No, I totally agree with you. But at the end of the day, do I care about their rollout? No. How much value am I getting? That is what I care about. But with that said, I understand that like there's aspects of like customer service or God forbid a missed rent or mortgage payment. That is where it becomes a very big deal. Meaning like if that was you 100%, but I'm kind of with Luke had mentioned it. I'm sorry, but if you thought BILT was going to be smooth in the first month, I purposely missed the first month. Well, no. I did go with the first month, but I was eyeing my payments like a hawk to make sure that went through because I did not trust BILT getting it right on the first month. I knew by the second month it would iron out, but yeah.
Oh, I would want Citi to say Travis is the reason why we product changed all custom cash prestige card. Yeah. Any changes to Citi product changes to elite card any changes in the Citi product change to elite card options? I've only seen AA executive as an option. I don't know. I've not checked into it because I'm not even a year into the card yet.
Me
and
either.
And honestly, right now, I'm 7 months in, and right now I view the elite as a keeper card.
Yeah, I think that mine is around November, and I do think that I'm leaning towards product changing it to the Premier, but I don't know that yet. And I will say I actually have been, despite what like comes with the card on the surface, I'm considering keeping it just because it's so easy just to get down to $95.
Yeah.
Which how much does the Premier cost? The Citi Strata Premier cost? $95. And I realize there's $100 credit on that, but as of right now, I have a hard time taking advantage of that $100 credit.
Citi had 3 transfer cards: preferred, thank you, no annual fee; Premier, thank you, $95; and Prestige, thank you, $5.95. Okay, they were the same family card. Strata was originally preferred. Okay, so it's it feels like they're kind of going back to the roots as far as the same family, like Strata, the Strata family. So
yeah.
So it's different, I think. Okay, all right. Got to go. All right. Thank you, Kelsey, for being here. I appreciate you. Take care. The WIPA card. Yeah, Joe's WIPA card.
Yeah. The shake the ground card.
Yes. Heaviest metal card I have is the Smartly from US Bank. Okay. All right. I always forget about this. I forget the Smartly card exists.
Yeah. Me too.
You get an extra wallet. You don't need a bulletproof vest. Just have an extra wallet in your pocket.
Interesting.
I'm relatively sure the autograph is a partial metal core. One of the flimsiest plastic cards is the World of Hyatt card. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It could. The autograph card could have a metal core. I don't know. It seems like plastic, but I mean, sorry, 36 grams.
So no, actually, I think that he got it right because I was thinking of grams rather than whenever he said ounces. But even ounces, the fluid with the 36 grams, I think you might be thinking of 16 grams. Cause I think like even the palladium, which is like super heavy. Why I know this is just ridiculous. I'm actually mad at myself for knowing this off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that the palladium card, the mirrored one, is like 18 grams or something like that, or like 17 grams.
you went out, you went to Amazon, you bought a little small scale so you could do it, didn't you?
I have a food scale, and it came in handy because I would do unboxing videos, and
What's
a
up,
lot of
Timothy?
times I'll do like the weight and the drop test or whatever. I hate myself for knowing that number. Like that's so, yeah.
Come on, Token. Hour and 40. Well, back then it was an hour and a half. So come on now. No, dude, we're all adults. We all have things going on. It's
100%.
I appreciate the sentiment though, but please don't apologize. Phoenix said, did they start putting the name and number on the back of the card to make it easier for content creators to show them on screen?
dude, that is honestly, I bet you anything that actually went, because keep in mind the marketing department is putting together the designs.
Because I don't have to do this.
It looks more sleek, and they know that, and they know that there are people that will go buy drinks and purposely whip out their Amex Platinum card because of the look. They're not dumb. You may be sarcastic, but I think that might actually be part of it. Yep.
I actually like no information on the front. It makes it. It does make it easier as a content creator.
It does 100%.
So, Green gives you 3x in Airbnb. Not sure about Verbo. Yeah, I've never booked either one, so I didn't know Token. Thank you.
If it gets 3x on Airbnb, I would imagine Verbo.
Yes, it does get 3x from rental cars. Yep, I did know that. CSP now gives you 3x on Airbnb and Verbo. Yes, that sounds right too. Now that does sound right. Cars and stays, portal's fine, honestly. Yeah, man, the Delta portal is definitely underrated. It's like as far as pricing goes, it's like so close. It's like Citi's like the best in my experience, and then Delta's like it's right there, just barely below it.
And I actually don't necessarily disagree with everyone's takes on the Capital One portal, dude. The Capital One portal is really, really good.
Yeah, I book with the airline too. I book direct. So yeah, apparently US Bank already, Calum and Qantas are gone. I don't think they're gone. I mean, they're not, maybe they're not on the website for some, but yeah, I'd be interested to investigate that and see what's going on. According to them, BILT, they are making money. Okay.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they say that they were making money, or did they, because like I kept seeing these statistics and they were like purposefully misleading. It was like, oh yeah, 15% of our business isn't from credit cards. That's very purposefully. I work as a management consultant. We do communication like that with the firms that we work for all the time. There's a reason why they're not specifically, they're not specifying revenue versus accounts. And I'm pretty sure that when they said that, they were referring to the number of like BILT accounts that hold the card. I would be interested to see if they, I'd be interested.
BK Lounge, Burger King. Did not know Burger King had a lounge. I have to check this out. So is that a Priority Pass lounge, or is that I mean, I think it'd have to be a Priority Pass lounge.
Yeah, 100% it would have to. If there's a great value brand of Priority Pass, that'd be it. Go baby. That's an island down south. And yes, it is beautiful.
Travis to Conrad in is it Koh Samui? Thailand is amazing.
I actually don't know how to say it correctly. I don't think that I went to Koh Samui when I was there.
All good, man. All good. Well, because BK, I thought Burger King, but in my mind, I was thinking airline. I'm thinking British Airways. That's not British Airways. So I was thinking airline in my head. So,
dude, honestly, half the time I joke and oh my gosh, people are tribal about their lounges. And when I joke about how half the time I would rather have food from McDonald's or Burger King than the food in the lounge, it offends people. But it's my honest take half the time. That's just my opinion. If it bothers you, I'm sorry. Like, yeah.
You're doing it wrong, Travis. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know. Oh my gosh. People got angry.
Me chasing the ink, son of us buying Costco gold. Hey man, I know a few people that do that. More power to you. So I don't have the time. It's notoriously hard to make real money in property management, and BILT is skimming off that low margin industry. And also, it's Is this a question?
It's hard to make real money in property management and build a scheme
Yeah.
of that low margin industry and profitable. I recognize I don't have the eyes on the P&L statements. Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
that's also how I see it. And again, like as Luke said, yes, I have no doubt that they are making money off of their network. That I do not disagree. Is it enough?
I am getting into high yield checking accounts lately. My current one offers 6 nice APY. Very cool, man. That's awesome. I think that's a great one.
Yeah, 6% APY is crazy. What did he say that he was getting that off of?
Didn't say where.
Let's see, high yield savings account. Just make sure that it's nothing that does any like crypto lending. There's a platform, and I'm not going to name names. There's a platform that part of their APY is coming from crypto lending. So keep an eye out for that.
Requires 12 debits. I make micro utility payments and micro purchases, then which make it okay. Interesting. Can you earn BILT points using the Palladium on paying your federal taxes?
I don't think so. I think that the Palladium and
Yep,
a few other. Yeah, no, I don't think that you can. I think that one of the only exceptions is the Venture X as far as a catch-all card.
Yeah. So. Yep. I think you can local taxes. I do not think you are. Maybe it's property. I think you can property taxes, but I think taxes is a no-no. Yeah, double cash is not a bad option. I now will be getting 5 smart leads. I have 5 different Kroger. Oh my God, Eduardo. Oh my God.
Dude, you're my people. You are my people.
I have 17.
When you find a good thing, you mine it until the end of time, until it gets completely ruined for everybody else.
And then you're the reason it got destroyed.
100%. 100%.
De La Soul song called Biddies in the BK Lounge. Great video filmed. I didn't know this was a thing.
Filmed in a Burger King. Interesting. I had no idea.
You guys should be mad at yourself for knowing the weight of your credit cards.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm embarrassed by the fact that I knew the weight of my card.
The Smartly as Metal having a 2% card sounds like an April Fool's joke.
Well, you know what's funny? I mean, technically the Palladium card is that. And it's like one of the
technically it is
cards in the market. Yeah.
It's technically 2% card.
It technically is. Yeah.
The people who pull out a plat for food and drinks that are not doing a res redemption pisses me off for some reason.
For some reason, there is a very clear reason, Token. It's because it's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll just shut up.
Better than the Delta One Shake Shack burger. I've never had it. I would rather have the Delta One steak. So whoever's getting the Delta One Shake Shack burger needs to have their head slapped.
So it is, and this is how bad I am about luxury, John. What are the names of the Delta lounges again? The
Sky Clubs.
Sky Clubs. Okay, so Delta One burger refers to like,
and then there's a Delta One lounge. There's a Delta One lounge too.
So is that what he's referring to? Is he talking about food on the plane?
Food on the plane. Yeah,
food on the plane. They have a burger in the.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome. I'm like, can I please have a second TV dinner, please?
Gonna had to leave, but he said the solid gold Robinhood gold card weighs 36 grams, about 1.2 ounces. Card material, 10 karat gold. Okay.
Wow. 36 grams. So that was not a typo. That's crazy.
I have no idea what my cards weigh because I haven't gone out and bought a scale, so I have no idea.
Great. That's how you get a wife, John. That's how you get a girlfriend. Is you pull out the Robinhood Gold and let them know this is 36 grams in weight.
But Travis, I've been told by the younger bros that I need to pull out my platinum card, and that's what gets all the girls.
Unfortunately, if I was sarcastic before, but yes, that is actually how you get the girls. Yeah, 100%.
Travis, what's your annual fee total right now?
So as of right now, I currently hold in my personal possession the Palladium, the Elite, and then am I missing? No, I'm not missing. Yeah, those are my total annual fees. My wife currently holds the Venture X and the Sapphire Preferred, but that was purely for a sign-up bonus. And frankly, I don't ever recommend Chase, meaning in general, I don't get referrals. But especially on Chase, because I'm always trashing Chase. Sorry to anybody who loves Chase. No offense to anybody. And this is what I'm saying. If you disagree with me, that is totally fine. That's totally fine. She only has the preferred because of the sign up bonus. Meaning at the end of the day, the only cards that I'm considering keeping are those 3 premium credit cards. So whatever the math is on that, and I'm considering downgrading the elite. So ultimately, we'll only have 2 premium credit cards. I'm very much an exception in the creator space. I do not have very high fees. I avoid them like the plague.
This comment's for you from Chad.
Let's see. What are you going to teach us how to do things the McKinstry way? Oh, the McKinsey way. The McKinsey. Yeah. Absolutely not.
Take care, Gunna. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you.
Good to see you, man.
Hit that like button. I'm late. Watch the replay. Yes, James. Good to see you, James. Hope you're doing good, sir. Hope the week has been treating you well, man. Yes, go watch the replay. We're probably a few minutes from wrapping up here. The 6% APY with the credit union is of New Jersey. Okay. All right.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. So it is a credible. Wow. That's a great.
That's awesome.
That's an insanely good return. Wow.
I do find AA's own portal for hotels and rental cars works well. Do you all concur? Never used it.
Neither have I. I don't want to make stuff up. I have never used the portal before, but I have. Well, I hear Rewards Master talk about it, and he. I think that I do not want to misquote him here. I think that he said that yes, there are sometimes inflated prices, but considering you can get 12x with either the Elite and the new version of the Admirals, the executive card, do 12x, man, it would have to be really inflated for the math to not make sense there.
You can use PayPal card to pay taxes. What's up, Yuri? How you doing, man?
Oh, nice.
Did not know that. Okay, good. Didn't know that.
Thank you.
JFC like myself. I have 17 alternative accounts. You'll never know my main. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, Token.
Mm-hmm.
I did a video about that and why. Love me some like this. What's up, man? Going to Prague next month. Nice. Does John or Edward Norton's son have any recommendations for activities? I want to go to Prague. I want to go to the former Czech Republic. I've never been though. I cannot answer this question.
No, ironically enough, I'm a relatively well-traveled person. I've not been to Prague yet. I have gravitated towards the more what people call third world. I hate that term, but yeah, like I do gravitate more off the beaten path. I've not been to Prague.
I hate breakfast on planes anymore because they have that god-awful chicken sausage. Yeah, gross.
Oh, wow. and the pre-made eggs are so bad.
Yes. 10 karat gold has like 40% gold, so that apparently is worth like 2K in gold. Just melted. I just melted down and put it in the safe somewhere. I exclusively use it smartly as my catch-all 2% card. Nothing wrong with that, Chad. There's nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. I don't hate that. Travis, will you be attending Chicago seminars in November?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I didn't even know that there were any seminars in Chicago. Oh, are you talking about the consulting seminars? If I'm being honest with you, no. So my if this refers to my job, it's in a specific niche, and I only go to conferences to that niche. If this has to do with credit cards, I didn't even know about them.
I didn't know about them until I think Vincent asked me the same question on my Sunday morning stream, and I had no idea what it deals with credit cards.
It deals with credit cards. I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know about the creators meetup, man. I'm out of the loop, dude.
John, you need the luxury gold card to pull in the ladies. Got to apply for that. Another note: luxury card to pull in the ladies.
I'm telling you, the platinum card is the most recognizable. Even my wife, who could not care less about this stuff, she knows what the platinum card is, and I guarantee you that's. Yeah.
Great live. Thank you. Oh, I missed a comment here. Travis here's a weird economic. See, I didn't even get to wanting to talk to Travis about economy travel because the time's already blown by. So
it's totally fine.
Weird economic redemption, flights to exotic places in the US and Canada. Oh, I don't know any of these.
Arctic Bay,
Churchill, Barrow, Fairbanks, Alaska, Guam, Saipan, Cora, Palau.
Flights to exotic places in the U.S. and Canada. Wait.
Is that Equalite?
Wait, I guess I'm not.
Bay?
Are you understanding what is he just saying? Like those are places that he likes. I guess I'm not following the first part.
I think so. There's a weird economy redemption flights to exotic places in the U.S. and Canada.
So maybe he's saying that he found flights to those places. Dude, that's nice. Cause I will say, it is difficult sometimes to find very exotic, like a lot of times, I mean, I don't need to tell most of you guys in the chat, y'all are pretty experienced, but whenever you're redeeming your points for what you consider like outsized value, it's typically your most typical places to go. Rome, Paris, Mexico City, those sort of places. It's not usually the off the beaten path places.
Thank you, CG, man. I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for being here and hanging out. Prague is a must visit. I've been there twice. It's on the list.
Awesome.
Czech is on the list.
I have a buddy who travels a lot to the point where they just like live outside of the country and they basically kept themselves in Prague for like a good 2 months. They love that city.
84 cards. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
God. Prague is amazing, beautiful food. Yeah, it's on the list. It's something place I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Airline lounge food normally beats any plain food, especially at breakfast. Yes, 100%. Yeah. I agree with that.
Dude, any of that pre-made eggs, man. Oh,
Points and miles meetup. Yep.
Chicago seminars. Oh wow, I did not know that.
Chicago seminars. Points and miles meetup. Prague is good beer, food not too good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. I had a pork knee there once. I had heard a pork knuckle. Okay.
Dude, I'm because I go to off the beaten path places, I will say I have eaten some exotic stuff, which is why Rewards Master and I always have these jokes in our lives about how many times I've had food poisoning. So pork knuckle, dude, I can handle that no problem.
I would like this itinerary: Prague, Vienna, and Salzburg. That'd be awesome.
Yes, Vienna. Yeah.
Those are places that cost stupid amounts to fly to with cash. I think like 2 or 3K round trips, but they offer them for 0.5K Aeroplan points. Nice.
From the US, that would be an interesting redemption. My one of the things that I talk about a lot that I really like about Flying Blue is kind of like everybody has them. Even US Bank has them at this point. It's interesting if you are at an airport where there is a direct flight from the US to Europe and it's a KLM or Air France flight, the repositioning flight, like for example, in Austin, I have a flight that goes from Austin to Amsterdam. I can then go wherever else they fly at no extra fee. Meaning like I really want to go, and I talked about it in my video last night, I really want to find a flight to Dubrovnik, and it's going to cost me no extra miles to book that flight. So that's probably how I would do that, honestly. But man, 12.5K Aeroplan points would be a crazy good redemption.
I love goulash, man. Goulash is awesome. Do you recommend Palo, especially if you're in Japan? Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Recommend. I had breakfast in the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse the other day. It was fired. Mm-hmm. Tokyo Airport lounges are great just for the poor. Your own beers and drinks alone. Nice. I didn't know they had that. Okay. I did SFO. Is it Equalite? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. For 25K Airplane points round trip. That the cash was $4,000. Wow.
That wait, I want to look that up because I actually don't even know where that is. Let's see. That's crazy.
IQALUIT.
Yep.
There's nothing to the Arctic Circle in Arctic Canada. Well, I mean, I guess if you're a person that enjoys snow and whatnot.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I found it on a map because, dude, I had never even heard of that. Okay. It makes more sense that it's Canada. I thought we were talking about like somewhere, as soon as there's something that I don't even know the name of, I'm assuming it's like a random island in Southeast Asia. But still like 12.5K points, even to like a place in Canada. And keep in mind, that is like up near the Arctic Circle. That's really good, man. That's awesome.
A quick flight out of Dubrovnik isn't the easiest. The quickest flight I could get was from Dubrovnik to Istanbul to Los Angeles on Turkish Airlines. Wow.
Quick flight. Yeah. I'm used to being in like really, really long flights, so it doesn't really even cross my mind all that much anymore. I'm used to like, I have a buddy who lives in Rwanda, and I've now been to Rwanda twice over the last few years, and you're talking about in one direction 31 hours, John. 31 hours
Oh my God.
in economy. In economy.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
And that's one way. That's one way.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 2 hours, everybody. We're at 2 hours, and there's like a ton of comments still coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I want to be respectful of Travis's time. Of these comments here, Travis, did you want to comment on anything before we head out?
Let's see, Travis. Not all of Canada is near the Arctic Circle. Yeah, I know that's it. No, I know, but dude, if you look up that city, it is like way north,
Yeah.
like way north. And I'm not saying, yeah, I know the Arctic. Yeah.
It's not everybody's cup of tea. I get that. Totally understand that.
Yeah.
Half a bottle of Hibiki. Okay.
This particular city that he mentioned, if you look it up on Google, it is like way north in Canada.
Yeah. It's
like
Arctic
a part of like
Circle.
those random, like, congregation of islands that are close to Greenland.
All right. Lucky for me, I was just looking. Use Aeroplan today. Yeah, 20% bonus from Chase now to transfer to Aeroplan. So.
Yeah. Which Aeroplan? That is a really, really good.
This is something I wanted to talk about. We just ran out of time. Travis is going to have to come back, and we're going to talk about your travel style because we completely ran out of time.
So, John and I are planning on doing a home and home. So he'll come onto my channel, and of course in that one, I want to talk about John's travel style, his objectives. I know that his are very different than mine, and he really has one thing that I really respect about your travel style is you have a place that you like, Iceland, and you just go like that. That's what you do. And I have this unending need to go to new places, which is kind of ridiculous. But I wanted to hear about your travel style, and we could probably just make that the subject. Is like, what are your objectives? Why do you do what you do? What is your logic when redeeming points? And we could just share, because I will say we're very different, which I think could make a very interesting live.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I saw Chad's 31 hours in economy equals walking uphill in the snow for to school both ways forever.
Like permanent. Like I call that permanent hell.
Oh, dude, it is even for me. And I have a special. Everybody can just roast me. I'm telling y'all, guys. Like, I have a brain about half the time. I have a special power in turning off my brain. And even for me, 31 hours is like it's a living hell. It is a living hell. But
so before we head out, I want to thank everybody for the super chats. I know that Restream cuts off the stream at a certain point, so I can't go all the way back. But I wanted to thank Vincent early on for your super chat, man. Thank you, very kind. Coder, your 10 gifted memberships, man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. It's very kind, very generous, very kind. Just scrolling through chat here. St. Patrick again. Thank you for your $10 super chat, man. It means a lot to me. I love your support. Thank you so much for that. I'm probably forgetting one or two others too. I'm not seeing anything else here. I hate that Restream cuts it off, but thank you all so much for being here. This was amazing. Great conversation. The 2 hours just blew by like nothing. So, thank you for the support. I appreciate all of you. I love you all. Please be good to each other and please be respectful. And it's okay to be different. It's okay to think differently, and we all can still be friends and get along. Until next time,